Got a really nice Object 416 game here, again with Polka in his, Primal in his Rheinmetall. This was a really fun game, really fast and violent. Polka and I just went completely man mode on the enemy team. I've been, typically I'd play this tank in a sort of reserve manner, but these matches are a lot more fun where I'm top tier, well not top tier, there's one tier 9 on each team, but effectively top tier, and I can just bully the enemy team without slowing down. The reason I said effectively top tier is because both tier 9s are garbage. They don't know what they're doing. And I don't think either of them had any tangible outcome, or sorry, tangible effect on the outcome of the match. So first thing I do is run up this road to try and counter whoever's rushing to block our ramp exit at B3. It's a T-25 AT. Curiously, usually it's a medium tank or a light tank. So I circle him. Polka love taps in to get the finishing shot in. I see a T-21 hiding there. I try for the shot, but miss. I decide I'd better not hang around in front of that area because he won't do much to me, but his teammates might be backing him up from beyond my spotting. So I decide to head up the B2 ramp onto the enemy ridgeline with Polka, and we'll just sort of go howling down that and kill anything in front of us. I really like the way this tank looks. It's just so bizarre. A real charming little thing. So, Polka heads right, I head left. I'm trying to use these pillars as ablative armor basically, to get shots on this T-28 without taking hits in return. See, he's behind a bridge pylon or something, so my shots are kind of dodgy. One shot misses me. You see me push up and use these pillars as sort of a piece of armor to keyhole shots through. Second bounce off the T-28 Proto, I decide, fuck it, I'll just go to heat. Normally I don't bother with heat on these things, but I wanted to get him dead in a hurry, because Polka was by now one-shottable. And they were both looking at him and the Super Pershing. So he's dead. I go back to AP. That guy gets dealt with before I can even reload. And we start pushing up. I tell Polka to let me in front of him at this point. So he stops for a moment, lets me take the lead. I have more hit points than him obviously, so that's a reason for that. Come in on the Super Pershing, get a lucky moving shot. I don't even know where that was aimed. I think I hit his turret cheek. Now, this one, machine gun port, that is a very thin weak spot on the front of a Super Pershing. If you can't pen its lower front plate for whatever reason and you can't hit its turret weak spots, go for that. Most Super Pershing drivers don't realize it's a weak spot, which is strange since the machine gun, the whole machine gun is a weak spot on most tanks that have one. But anyway, we don't stop there. This T-25-2 is our next victim. He gets a shot on me, but I dispatch him without too much trouble, and we go straight for the low road to clean these guys up from behind. Primal is going to defend our base from the north. We're going to come up behind from the south. You better push faster, says our dead M103 who did nothing. I don't see why we'd better push faster because we've got the enemy team surrounded and we have more tanks than them, and we have two guys about to get on cap. If ever there's evidence pubbies have their maps turned off or just don't know how to read it, that's it there. And camping TDs, you may go back for base now. Why? We've won. Zero situational awareness. Absolutely zero. So I come up behind these guys. Boom. That's one dead. I was going to go for the IS-3, but I realized it'd be better off taking the Panther. Another dead. And IS-3 gets fucking trashed by the ISU 152. So now I'm looking for that last guy. I want to get him. Polka joins me down here on the low road. I think at this point I was making a joke about getting my top gun even if the enemy tank kills himself by aiming at the back of Polka. But we spot him. Oh, and he's on the cliff edge. The dreams! We double tap and then I start pushing him off. Right as I'm about to push him off and dive on top of him, puppies ruin everything. I really wanted that guy to fall off, but either way, 5 kills, 3k damage, I'll take it. It was a really fast, really aggressive game. It was a lot of fun to play.